not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see?
He waves one massive hand in front of his sightless eyes.
Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one'll have me for work.
Give him some money.
Andra's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
Hey! They got XP for that. Alright. I kind of want to keep that one now. This would be good. Well, actually, yeah, let's take this one. It would be a good defense spell. We don't have that many. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Let's go with athletics. Wild sprint. Or honestly, I want to take this. Yeah. Blooded.
Hey there.
Cool. Cool, cool.
You can trust me.
A trim man in practical, well-crafted leathers watches you from the corner of his eyes. When he catches you looking his way, his hand drifts casually to the dagger at his hip and lingers for a moment. Then he smiles, the corner of his hazel eyes crinkling with genuine warmth, and waves you over.
A cozy traveler. Care to hear a tale?
He rubs thoughtfully at the stubble along his jaw.
Well,
Tell me about yourself.
I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age.
As Carlos speaks, his previously strong Valiant accent begins to fall away, and his voice takes on the characteristic twang of the Deerwood.
I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the Republics.
Oh, okay. I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake. Go on. He gives you a small smile and an easy shrug of his shoulders.
I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings. But they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the Republics.
That's a shame.
Indeed. But I should have asked better questions of my employers. And now I'm here, kicking my heels in the Deadfire, where no one knows my name and with few prospects before me. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well. I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again.
Why do you speak like a Valiant?
It is good to blend in. All the better to observe the business of those around you, yes?
He winks. Can you teach me what you learned in the Valiant Republics.
Fuck, you listened to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for 3,000 copper.
Oh. I mean, I'd love to, but it's a lot of money. I mean, at least right now it is. Ah, what the hell.
Done.
He shows you a trick for lifting a man's coins purse from his belt. Between demonstrations, he also gives you tips for negotiating with even the most hard-headed of merchants. You thank him and turn away. Just as you're about to leave, he tosses a coin purse to you with a laugh.
You nearly forgot something.
The coin purse he tossed you is your own. You find a woman of early middle years dressed fine, if dirty armor adorned with bright purple piping. A pair of long scars bisect her brow and jaw. Though she stands at ease, her nervous energy thrums through her.
Fair day, traveler.
She grins proudly, a joyful twinkle lighting her eyes.
Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
Tell me about yourself.
Lady adventurer at your humble service. I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen.
The field?
Aye, the living lands most off, but the Deadfire as well of late. And my goodness, if you think the Deadfire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a lady of luxury's afternoon luncheon, in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that.
Do you often get into trouble then?
Oh, dear me, yes. Can't seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Eora, the skimps. If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all.
Oh god, she laughs. Get any good stories out of it, at least?
Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see?
She pulls back her hair and shows you her mangled ear. It looks like something's had a good chew on it.
Lost an entire research team along with the ear. Rather a long day, that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say.
Oh,
much
gotcha,
good.
okay.
It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all.
Oh god.
I found her, though. Mostly intact, even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it, aye. But I do go on, don't I?
Could you teach me what you learned in the Living Lands?
With pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all.
Stealth and
I'm gonna
metaphysics.
pack your brain with so much knowledge, you're gonna have a headache for a week. All I need from you is 3,000 copper. That's your prerogative, I suppose. Come back if you change your mind.
I mean, I would. I don't have any money
You
right
need
now.
my help?
However...
I see eagle eyes.
No. We're not done here. Coral snuff? It's a drug? Oh, drugs are no longer addictive. Oh. Really?
Hey there. I see where you're going.
That's interesting. I wonder why they changed that.
I'm with you. We're all
Let's
in this
take a look.
Oh, Chauncey the neglected pig. But it doesn't say on the item anymore. On the item, it says the thing that I picked up, it said drug, but then it's underneath, it didn't say like, oh, it grants you this, but if you stop taking it, it grants you this, you know? See, like usually, whenever you took one of these drugs, it would be a self buff, and then underneath, it would be like a negative thing. Now it just doesn't say. Yeah, what, it's wrong? Okay. I believe you.
You need my help.
So this is where we are. We can go to the King's Coffin, the Radiant Court, or Balefire Beacon. Let's go to the Radiant Court. I don't know where I'm going. I know we need to meet the guy, the pirate that hired us. It's probably in the King's Coffin or something, but...
Seraphim, thought we agreed you'd stay out of my head.
I weren't in your head, lad. You think like an ogre snores. Would be a fool and an half not to make sure them thoughts ain't full up of trouble.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing particular, just, anything.
Must
Oh.
we can do. Can do.
No. Don't steal from her.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here. What can I stock you up with today?
What is it? Is it soup? Tastes good. Ravenclaw, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? Oh, God. I need to switch a little bit, guys. Should we try for sale? Plenty of stuff I can't afford anymore. Because I'm all on the money. 95 cheer! Thank you so much, Ravenclaw. That's awesome. Wow, what a good way to start. You jump in and you just give cheers. That's super kind of you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna sell them because I need the monies.
Andra's gills. There's no hope.
The artistic quality of the stage's backdrop is best described as enthusiastic. Ah! Oh, love
That
it.
was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one.
Arms flailing wildly before her, the stage performer shoos the other actors from the set.
A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster.
Who are you guys?
Oh, of course you haven't heard of us. Like I needed more proof that we're talentless hacks.
Her shoulders slumps, but then she seems to regain herself, chin up as she answers you.
We're the Peg-Leg Performers. Formerly the Seabird Serenaders, formerly the Jax Finnegan First Ensemble of Dunnage.
Okay.
But now, well...
She tunnels her fingers through her hair, sighs.
My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm.
She takes the point of her fingers.
We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks. But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off.
What's your play about?
Only the biggest thing to hit the Deadfire since the Valian Trading Company started hunting us like sea hounds. I'm talking about Aethys storming through the archipelago and capsizing nearly a whole fleet of our ships.
What would you need to improve the play?
A better Aethys, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troop. I'm still not very convincing, even when I bother to dye my skin blue. Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for that role, but she got herself into debt and has a new job at the King's Coffin.
I'll help you.
Really? Well, that's great. Then we could...
Abruptly your eyes narrow, her dark brows furrowing with heavy suspicion.
Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this?
I'd really like to see how the play turns out.
With you helping me acquire the right talent, I'd wager it's going to be phenomenal. I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethys. I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Tiana, at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethys.
It just so happened that I know where to find one.
Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
I know where to find your guy. Let's get him real quick. Hey, bro.
Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
How would you feel about playing the part of Aethys on stage?
What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is.
You'll just need to speak a few lines, stand there, and look intimidating.
Intimidating I can do. Reciting a bunch of namby-pamby lines is going to be the trickier part, but I'm game to try.
Yeah! He sighs and straightens his spine, standing even taller to tower above you.
Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to the Radiant Court.
Sweet!
Stage is this way, ain't it?
Oh, God. Oh, God, you'll never make it.
Stage is this way, ain't it?
Oh, God. You'll never make it there. Like, you'll still be wandering in that spot forever, trying to get to the stage. Oh, no. Oh, well. I mean, I tried. Oh, look at that statue.
So you're the captain the old port's been talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome sort. Welcome to Dunwich.
She slaps a hand onto the bar top with a hearty laugh.
What you having? I'll pour you a double.
What do you know about the floating hangman? Her eyes go wide and she fumbles a bottle of spirits, spilling rum all over the counter.
No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
Okay, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Interesting. She's got a few things. Bunch of stuff good for morale, but...
Looking for work. I've got coin and a few scores to settle. You carry yourself like a person well acquainted with violence. Care to put your skills to use for a good cause?
She dances a coin across her knuckles, mirth a bright glint in her eyes. Tell me about the cause you mentioned.
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Okay, the Cyril flicks the coins she's holding and snatches it from the air with a grin. Up close, it's clearly a soul net.
Legendary nightmares, more like. After how they did the crew with a virtuous reward. Even that bastard Benwith wanted nothing to do with them.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henkwa's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me.
Even in the low light, you can see a vein throbbing in her temple. Her voice drops to a low growl.
So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
Sounds like you got a grudge against the Firebrand's crew.
It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery, and it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power.
She tries for a nonchalant shrug, but it comes off looking like she's got a sore shoulder instead. As she speaks, the Cyril removes a small soul net from her pocket and polishes the surface with a corner of her shirt. Her features soften like she's visiting an old memory. Then she stuffs the coin back in her pocket with a barely audible sigh. You're not telling me anything. Everything.
You've a keen eye, my friend. I reserve a bit of the Firebrand story for myself, and you'll excuse me if I don't plan to share it. Let's keep business strictly business, huh?
Fine.
The Firebrand had a mascot. A useless little bastard, who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes.
She rubs the bridge of her nose and sighs.
Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few zarups and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
Noted. Next.
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henkwa's former first mate and a rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll.
She winks, all smiles. Got it.
You'll be going after Katren, the Firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate.
Arkemir is one of the famous mages. Yeah, there we go.
Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day.
Okay, who's the last target?
I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both. I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henkwa. Torkar was last seen at Lifte's refuge here in Dunwich, dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen.
She cocks one dark eyebrow in question. Yep, farewell.
Happy hunting.
She nods and gives you a showy wink.
I'm telling you, ask for Ewina in the king's coffin. It'll make you see stars.
Oh, I got a stray
You
dog.
half-blasted sot. She's got to be...
The shelf contains current navigational charts and B-series about the various sea monsters a captain could
90
encounter.
years old.
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell. What would you like to buy today?
It's me, Mario. You own all these stalls?
I do now. I started out with only one stall and eventually branched out, buying out my competitors one by one.
Show me what you got for sale. Ooh, brother. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind buying these two things, because we're always going to need them. And we don't have a lot of them right now, if even. But let's read about these. We're not going to buy them, obviously. We don't even have the cash for it. But I'm just curious about the thing. Quality legendary? Wow. Many creatures have unwittingly contributed their pelts and bones to this armor. Each component has faded as though treated with lime, eventually becoming the same bone-white color. The cause of this transformation is unknown. Whatever bestial enchantment lies upon the pale hide also affects the demeanor of the wearer. While clad in the grisly totem, one's mind begins to drift towards grand hunts under the moonlit sky, the glorious struggle of tooth and claw, and the undeniable ecstasy of the kill. Dude, I want that armor. The Eager Blade. That's cool. This estoc was once the personal weapon of the legendary Derwooden Knight. It's superb. Lady Call. As the field marshal of a border barony, she was responsible for defending the vassals of the land from the roving bands of independent hill people who frequently crossed into the Derwood to pillage. She was a tireless warrior and a canny commander. She waged a decade-long campaign against all manner of brigands and marauders. When she was killed during retaliatory I can't word today. Strike on an enemy stronghold, her officer Kadra recovered her weapon and sent it to the Dukes of the Deerwood with a letter informing him of the passing of his tireless servant. A fragment of Lady Cowl's soul purportedly remains within the estoc's pommel, eager to lend aid in battle once again. The blade almost seems to hum with barely constrained longing to join in righteous combat. I can't word today, guys. My apologies. I can't. My words are gone. All the words. If the label on the bottles are to be believed, these concoctions cure everything from scurvy to death itself. Wow. Death, huh? Interesting. The first thing you notice about this man is the nature of his attire, loud in clashing reds and purples, bright as a peacock. On second glance, you see that he's tall and lanky, boyishly handsome in an unkempt way, with a trim beard and a friendly smile. He hums a little tune to himself as he watches the passerbys.
My good lady, hello.
He gives you a frightfully cheery wave and beckons you closer.
Whatever might I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor.
He says the last bit with a flourish and takes an extravagant bow.
Stage, tavern, street corner. They are as much my home as where I lay my head at night. So, I travel Eora, looking for opportunities to share my gifts with the grateful masses, wherever that may lead me.
You make a lot of money doing that?
Oh, goodness, yes, loads of it. I've been known to joke that I'm less a man than I am a walking bank for all the coin that I carry. The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary lives. Yes, you could say we're doing the gods' work.
Oh, really, Tsumi? That's a good tip. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that. It's a very good tip. Your generosity is inspiring.
I'm truly gratified that you think so. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating a foreign dignitary. Damn fools don't understand the blistering wit of my satire, I tell you. I had to learn to protect myself as a result, though I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more than fighting off wolves or throttling a thief with designs on my satchel.
He's reading my mind.
Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I can talk myself out of nearly anything, you know.
You sure can talk, I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. I must say it's gratifying to be recognized for one's talents.